The many hold sway here. Even I cannot maintain contact. You are on your own, human.
Fail me not.
One of the flying things dragged me and David here last night. I don't remember much about the trip. I guess I must have blocked it out, half-conscious most of the time. I keep remembering the part from Pinocchio, you know, where the old man goes looking for the puppet inside the whale. Except I don't think anyone's coming in here to save me.
We welcome you to our biomass.
We invite you to spread yourself out on our warmth.
There to die before long.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
That this many, as it calls itself, indeed has a centralized nervous system, which means it would have to have some kind of centralized control. To this end, I've gathered as many weapons as I could and stashed them in caches. One of the beasts discovered a cache and apparently mistook it for food. It simply brought it into the crunching room. The arterial passageways are blocked by some kind of sphincter. I follow the nerves that threaded out of the walls from the blockage. They lead to a pair of nerve clusters. When the passageway is open, the cluster seems to contract. Conversely, I wonder if I was able to destroy both clusters, it would open the blockage permanently. I'm anxious to see the rest of this beast.
Radiation hazard.
The machine mother cannot help you inside the biomass. Her coldness is not welcome within the warmth of our flesh.
Radiation hazard. Radiation hazard.
You tear our very flesh.
With no thought of compassion. Do you think we will sit idly by?
While you corrupt the very womb of our existence.
Radiation hazard. Radiation hazard.
Hi there. Please make your selection. Hi there. Please make your selection.
Reinitialized.
Thank you for choosing value wrap. Thank you for choosing value wrap.
You seek your associates, but you cannot find them.
You are so very alone. How does it feel
To be lost
against the infinite?
We feel you moving inside of us.
The sensation is repulsive.
Besides the parasitic behavior evidenced in the life cycle of the human annelid hybrids, it's becoming clear to me that Shodan has bred the many to use humans for other purposes. First of all, the many clearly has the capability to convert human flesh to energy. It can eat us, but it can also directly use us in the creation of its egg pods. Corpses are fed into some kind of tubular structure, and eggs are birthed through a nearby tube. I've been unable to determine whether the organism is directly converting the corpses into egg structures or not. But it's clear that there's some connection between the nutrient pool we provide and the eggs that are being produced. While I don't understand the annelid life cycle fully, it's clearly extremely diverse. The eggs produce either a male or a female spore. The male, the drones, are wasp-like creatures. The female are worm-like annelids that seek out a host to infect. Following infection, the host begins to transform into a human annelid hybrid. From that point, the life form can take numerous paths. I believe this path is determined by the many itself. The creatures have communicated their need to grow the biomass, so I imagine that biological material is their primary resource. Therefore, each path has costs and benefits. The proto-arachnid is extremely quick and potentially relatively cheap in biomass. The hulking fleshy ones are powerful, but are clearly a larger investment. I've observed only one example of the floating organisms. The only comfort is that the more dangerous organisms are quite costly to produce, limiting their numbers.
is a womb where we grow our own.
Your weapons fail. Your ammunition runs low.
And you've yet to see our most beautiful creation. All you have is your hatred and your individuality.
Now don't you wish you joined us?
years of evolution, they've been able to conquer this starship, mankind's mightiest creation. Where were we after 40 years of evolution? What swamp were we swimming around in, single-celled and mindless? What if Shodan's creations are superior to us? What will they become in 1,000,000 years, in 10 million years? What's clear is that Shodan shouldn't be allowed to play God. She's far too good at it. It's clear that this thing I'm trapped inside is intimately linked with all the organisms I observed on board the Von Braun. Strike that. This creature is the same organism. Perhaps the best way to describe it, or perhaps the only way I can comprehend it, is that the organism serves to perform the highest mental functions of the entire species. The smaller creatures exist only to enact its will. Now, strike that too. All the specimens act as a whole, like different organs in a single body, with this entity acting primarily as a brain. If one were to destroy this large specimen, I wonder, would it snuff out all the others?
The end is near. Soon you shall see your final face.
No despair.
Surely the void is preferable to your hopeless solitude. Do you know what you have wrought? Our tragedy.
Beware the machine mother. She is a stranger.
She is a stranger to everything we cherish.